You've convinced yourself that you are invisible, unseen, unnoticed, but that couldn't be further from the truth. I observed you moving through the darkness step by step. I moved into my position without giving alarm. I've watched you, studied you. I know you. I know who you are with. I can hand select you from your group. I know what you have and where you're headed. We are connected in this game. You believe the lie that you are equipped, and yet you are vulnerable, exposed, fragile. Your confidence in night vision is what brought you here, and thermal is what's getting you killed. The ST6 is a new thermal monocular that we just brought into our lineup over at the Arcaneco website. The ST6 is so packed full of features that Ethan actually just did a full rundown video on this unit, and you can find that over on the Arcane YouTube channel. This is a crazy potent unit, one that we are certain is going to be in extremely high demand. So for those of you that need a crystal clear, highly capable, helmet mountable thermal, look no further than the ST6, and spoiler alert, you're gonna wanna check the price out on this unit because it is mind-blowing. We also recently added the LEAP 3 and the LEAP 6 weapon-mounted scopes on our website. This is the exact unit you saw me use in the intro of this video, and it is also an absolute unit. It's also an amazing price point. You can learn more about all of these optics over at arcane.com. One of our core missions is making understanding this type of gear easy for all of you. We want to make the process of choosing this gear as simple as possible. So after this video, head on over to Arcaneco, the YouTube channel and the website, and check out all the resources that we have over there. Don't forget to shop the Arcane and TA Targets websites if you feel called to support us. Purchasing our products on our sites is how we can keep making educational content like this video for all of you. So whether you need steel targets, shot timers, cardboard, night vision, thermal, body armor, or maybe even a new EDC backpack, we have what you need at all of our various sites. And all of that information is going to be linked down in the description below. As a special thank you for all of you that are subscribed to our YouTube channel, we have a special discount for the TA Targets website down below, so make sure you check out that description. Thank you all for the continued support. I hate to break it to you guys, but your night vision is just really not that good. And I'm saying this as a dude who owns nods and loves using my night vision for training and all kinds of nighttime activities. It's an amazing tool, but when it comes to actually knowing what is out there, night vision just leaves a lot on the table. I think one really great way that we can see the efficacy of thermal is different conflicts that are happening around the globe. We are seeing an ever-increasing use of drones armed with not only makeshift IEDs and RPGs, but also the employment of thermal with these devices. The ability to see in total absence of ambient light while detecting infrared spectrums that we call heat absolutely changes the way we fight, pursue game, and evade threats in the darkness. And we better catch up. Your Panos or 31s or whatever flavor of PVS-14 you own will not save you from a motivated individual with a thermal monocular on their helmet or a thermal scope on their rifle. And I think it's critically important that we understand the tech and where it's headed. I'm breaking my speech here into 4 brief topics: the capabilities of thermal versus night vision, helmet mounted thermal, weapon mounted thermal, and last, where night vision and thermal technology is headed. First, let's quickly run down the capabilities of thermal against night vision. Modern thermal gives you the ability to better identify and better detect prey, humans, or whatever else you are looking to find or evade. Gone are the days where The phrase thermal is used to detect and night vision is used to identify is applicable. This is no longer true. You can in fact mount 2 thermal monoculars on your noggin and the capabilities are insane. Is it as good as night vision? Sometimes maybe yes and sometimes maybe no. Situations dictate loadout always. What that means is what's good for one situation may be horrible for another. We say that often. Another key notable feature of thermal is that it operates and functions in total absence of ambient light, whereas night vision will need some sort of ambient light to function. Understand what I just described there. Inside a vacant warehouse with 0 ambient light, thermal will function. Night vision will not. With night vision, you will see nothing unless you utilize supplemental infrared lights. Night vision has certainly gotten better over the last 30+ years, but it's been a painfully slow process. The move towards digital night vision just cannot happen yet due to technology and capability. Instead, we keep innovating on that analog tech, but the progress is not leaps and bounds year after year. Thermal is a totally different story. Thermal has, in the last 3 years, in my opinion, 10x'd its capabilities. It's a purely digital tech that captures those infrared heat signatures. Another misconception is that thermal can only detect warm bodies. And again, this is entirely false. Unless the object that you are looking at has an absolute 0 temperature or -460 degrees Fahrenheit, you will see a heat signature. Yes, that does mean that you will see snow, water, ice, trees, rocks, and terrain, as well as warm bodies. It's quite terrifying to know how hard it is to actually escape thermal. Your breath, exposed skin, and even things that you touch can quite literally display your position. But that isn't where the conversation stops. The second point that I want to hammer home, thermal is now on our heads. This is a very new concept and it has been rapidly gaining traction over the last 3+ years. Helmet-mounted thermal gives the user the ability to immediately detect heat signatures, whereas night vision would be easily defeated. The best part is that we can utilize bridged or dual band setups like what I have on the table in front of me to be able to couple a PVS-14 with this helmet-mounted thermal. On the table, I've got a few different units that I personally use, and one I wanted to talk about in particular was the RIX ST6 and a PVS-14 bridge together. It's a potent option that brings thermal detection to night vision capabilities, and the price point for something like this is extremely aggressive. It's right in the ballpark of a typical binocular night vision device. Another option that I have on the table is an RX25 that you've often seen us running paired with a quality PVS-14 or other night vision binocular. Again, potency meets a compact form factor. You're worried about what intensifier tube to purchase. Meanwhile, we're rocking the latest in thermal technology. A lot of other people are too. Let me say it louder for you in the back. Your intensifier tube matters very, very, very little. We see you, we know where you are. Long before you ever find us, we already know you. The prevalence of thermal technology and the new ways that we are utilizing it create this new reality that you need thermal. Now couple that capability with my third point of discussion, modern weapon-mounted thermal. You've all seen people using thermal like old FLIR units where they basically were just warm blobs of heat, right? Those days are long past. If you've had 5 guys standing in a line, and you told me I had to pick out one with a knife in his hand, oh, and by the way, he had a beard below his collarbone and he had a denim jacket on, I could do it with thermal. The detection capability is absolutely astounding, and that's terrifying if you don't possess it as well. Modern thermal weapon scopes take the guesswork out of shooting in the darkness. Just like helmet-mounted thermal, a weapon-mounted thermal scope gives you the ability to see terrain, to identify, and to safely engage targets even out over 400 yards in total darkness. While your buddy is still trying to find his target with his $12,000 PVS-30, you've already taken the shot with your $3,500 thermal scope. Night vision cannot compare to the rapidly increasing technology and the capabilities of this thermal equipment. That brings me to my last point. Where is all of this technology headed? The reality is fusion is the next step. There isn't even a debate. The evolution of this technology is marrying thermal, analog night vision, and digital night vision into hybrid units. When you can truly experience a seamless fusion of night vision and thermal onto both intensifier tubes at will, we will truly experience the potential of all of this technology combined. If you'd like a glimpse of this technology in action, we have a video over on our other channel, RIX, that you could watch, and it's covering the JFB Thermal Fusion Binocular. While analog night vision struggles to make these huge improvements year over year, and most of the improvements that are actually happening with night vision are basically unnoticeable to the untrained eye, thermal is essentially doubling its capabilities seemingly year after year. In the past, at 320 or 384 resolution, thermal core was basically just seeing heat blobs on a screen. Now, even with those lower spec units, the clarity is still there. The ability to process images is there. And the 640 thermal core resolution units have gotten better to the same degree. You can literally count hairs on the prey that you are pursuing. To anyone saying that thermal is for detection and night vision is for identifying, you are now wildly mistaken. Thermal is the tool you should be understanding. It's the one thing that basic camo will not defeat. The color of your jacket, the pattern of your camo, the color of your face paint are now unimportant. You've already been found. And this is why we believe that thermal is the tool that we should be utilizing and training with. Night vision can be easily defeated even without camo. What is camouflaged during the day is even more hidden at night. Now, take away your ability to even see colors or different shades and much of the contrast that you possess with your natural eyesight. Don't get me wrong, night vision is an amazing tool, but it is not the superpower of the darkness. At least it's not anymore. And just remember that night vision is the tool that gives a lot of you the comfort of sorts in the darkness, and ultimately, thermal is what's gonna get you killed. Food for thought. I do really enjoy making videos like this for you guys. I like doing our part to influence the culture positively, and I love distributing information that we've learned the hard way to all of you. The best way to summarize our movement is just that. It's a collective of companies that are actively working to influence our culture for the better. And while we're at it, we hope to create a network of individuals like yourselves who then go on to create physical communities, groups of people who are in the pursuit of what we call the 7 F's of culture. These 7 F's that we talk about all the time are faith, family, fitness, finance, freedom, fulfillment, and fruition. When we actively engage in these 7 F's, we are bettering our communities and we're building a healthier culture at the same time. This isn't just about guns and gear. This is about revitalizing our nation around 7 core principles that we believe in. So if you also believe in being intentional in these 7 areas, we'd ask you to support the movement. Share the video, comment, engage, and subscribe. And further, you can grab some gear on any of our sites at the links in the description. This movement requires the active work of all of us, not just a select few people. If you wish to monetarily support us, consider grabbing some of our brand new coffee that we just dropped, or even a hoodie on our website. This coffee just launched in partnership with our friends at Calico Coffee Crafters. If you're like us and you like clean, organic, high quality, ethically sourced coffee, look no further than the coffee we have on our site. This coffee is roasted right here in the great state of Pennsylvania. And guys, I cannot stress enough how important it is to be drinking clean coffee and to purchase ethically sourced coffee. When we first got our hands on this coffee, my mind was blown. And I think that you guys are really gonna like it. I really think that you should consider buying some of it. You can find all of the information on that in the description below. But no matter how you end up supporting us, it is extremely appreciated. It's all going forward to support this movement of cultural revitalization. And we appreciate all of the support that you guys can show to us. Thank you all. See you in the next one.